Have you ever felt something missing, even when people are all around you? That quiet emptiness that won't go away? What if the need for love, attention, or approval is just a mask hiding the truth you've been avoiding facing yourself fully, without distractions or compromises? Step back from the noise, from the expectations shaping every move you make. Society whispers, you need someone. You must belong. You must fit in. But are those voices guiding you or keeping you trapped? Are you living your life or someone else's story? Romantic love often promises warmth and safety. But what if it quietly asks you to give up parts of yourself? To adapt, to silence your desires, to bend so others feel comfortable? The danger is subtle. You may feel love, but your creativity, freedom, and spark slowly fade. Every compromise called maturity chips away at your inner fire. Have you ever stopped yourself from saying what you feel, doing what you want, or laughing freely just to keep peace? Jung would say this isn't love, it's surrender. And surrender at the cost of your soul is painful. Many fear being alone. They think it's failure. But the truth is the opposite. A good solitude can be far richer than the shallow noise of endless company. It's the space where your mind breathes, your chaos takes shape, and you start discovering what belongs only to you. Have you ever sat quietly with no phone, no one talking into your life, and just noticed your own thoughts? That's where clarity starts. That's when you realize your strength doesn't come from approval. It grows in the calm, unshakable presence of your own mind. Society tells us happiness lives outside, in a partner, in a job, in constant validation. But every hour spent chasing someone else's plan is an hour lost from your own life. True fulfillment comes not from fitting in, but stepping apart and honoring your path even when it feels lonely. Stepping away can feel scary. Friends, lovers, society, they all want you to conform. You'll be alone, they say. You need someone, but the brave know that being whole first is the only way to truly connect, not as a shadow of others, but as your real, powerful self. Romantic ideals promise completion, but no one can complete you. Your mind, your soul, your spark, they can't be borrowed. Clinging to someone else to fill a void only breaks you apart. Have you noticed how compromise disguised as love can slowly dim your fire without you realizing it? So the first step is to notice. The discomfort you feel alone isn't a flaw, it's an invitation. Stop looking outside. Stop letting others define you. In that quiet, free space, you start to see your own strength, your vision, and the life you can create for yourself. And now, in the quiet you once feared, a subtle power begins to rise. Every moment alone becomes a small act of courage. Society says being single is failure, but you start to see stepping away from empty crowds is not loss. It is the first step toward your own strength. Romantic love often promises fulfillment, yet it can quietly demand your compromise. Clinging to someone to fill a void is easy, safe, but ultimately limiting. Jung reminds us that the deepest growth comes from walking alone, confronting yourself without distractions or borrowed purpose. You notice how your thoughts expand when no one else sets the rhythm. Decisions feel lighter, yet sharper. The creative spark that once felt suffocated now breathes. Solitude isn't punishment, it's a playground for your mind, a laboratory for your soul, where you discover what makes you irreplaceable. Have you ever felt the difference between quality solitude and being trapped in noise? Many are surrounded yet empty. Solitude teaches you that a life well lived is built in silence, not in constant chatter or approval. The mind that learns to thrive alone is unstoppable. Stepping away also exposes the illusions of romantic ideals. You see how many sacrifices, compromises, and silences are falsely labeled love. True love, Jung would say, doesn't require surrender. And surrender at the cost of your identity is not love, it is loss. Being single forces you to confront your fears, your desires, and your unspoken dreams. Every small choice matters. Every night spent alone is a night claiming your vision. Society may whisper, you need someone, but the truth emerges clearly. The person you need most is yourself. Think about it. How many ideas, projects, or passions have you postponed to keep peace, avoid judgment, or satisfy expectations? Solitude gives you the freedom to reclaim them, to explore without interference, to stretch your mind further than a shared life often allows, and the quiet begins to feel like wings. You realize that you are not missing anything, only gaining clarity, strength, and self-trust. Every decision, every morning spent facing your own thoughts, forges integrity that no relationship, comfort, or routine could ever create. Society pushes constant connection as a virtue, but the free mind knows otherwise. Being single isn't loneliness, it's sovereignty. You no longer negotiate your essence to suit others. Your creativity, your focus, your fire are yours to nurture, unchained, unmoderated, and unstoppable. And yet, this freedom is hopeful, because the one who chooses themselves does not just survive, they thrive. Every choice, every hour alone builds integrity, vision, and fire that no other relationship, comfort, or routine can provide. The wild mind blossoms where solitude is sacred. In that quiet, a startling clarity arrives. You see now the crowds, the noise, the expectations, they were never yours to carry. Every hour spent alone sharpens your vision. The freedom to trust yourself feels like wings, lifting you above the ordinary and revealing the strength you already own. People will always disappoint. Friends, lovers, strangers, they can fail, misunderstand, or vanish. But in solitude, you learn a vital truth. Your reliance on anyone else is optional. Lean on yourself, and you will never be broken. That realization is as shocking as it is liberating. Romantic ideals often mask subtle surrender. Compromise, silences, and softened dreams, these are not love. They are shadows of fear. Awakening comes when you stop chasing validation from another and start honoring the raw, untamed self inside. That is where true freedom begins. Have you noticed how much life slips away when you bend for others? Every postponed idea, silenced desire, or hidden passion is a silent debt. Solitude gives you the courage to reclaim them, to speak your mind, and to follow your instincts without hesitation or apology. The awakening is gradual but undeniable. Alone, you begin to see patterns hidden in plain sight, the illusions everyone else clings to. The more you trust yourself, the sharper your perception becomes. You no longer fear disappointment, you anticipate, adapt, and grow beyond it. Expectations from others may sting, but the sting fades when you learn to lean fully on your own strength. That strength surprises even you. You realize that your fire never needed tending by anyone else. You were enough all along, and that truth opens doors no relationship ever could. Every quiet morning, every silent night, builds resilience. You begin to see your life as a canvas, not a script. Others may demand roles, compromise, and conformity, but you choose improvisation, authenticity, and audacious self-trust. That alone is revolutionary. And here is the revelation. The chaos you feared in solitude is the very soil for your awakening. Creativity, clarity, and courage thrive where expectations die. People's disappointments, society's pressures, they are just background noise to the symphony you now conduct alone. Imagine a life where you need no one's approval, where your choices aren't filtered through fear of judgment. That life is real, waiting inside your courage. Every step you take in self-reliance awakens a part of you that was silent, unseen, and infinitely powerful. So freedom becomes a promise, not a threat. The single life is fertile ground where integrity, vision, and self-trust grow wild. Here you are enough for yourself, and that alone is the greatest act of courage, awakening, and love you can ever experience. And in that freedom you discover the power of solitude, the quiet space where your vision sharpens, your courage grows, and every choice becomes a declaration of who you truly are. Solitude is not absence. It is the fertile ground where your life is reclaimed, one brave step at a time. In these moments you realize that true fulfillment blooms within you, like a hidden garden finally touched by sunlight. Every hour alone waters your roots, nourishes your spirit, and reminds you that you are whole, complete, and enough just as you are. Happiness isn't found outside, it is cultivated in the quiet richness of your own soul. Embracing yourself fully feels like stepping into a room of your own making, where every wall echoes your truth and every shadow respects your light. You begin to trust your choices, your rhythm, and your path. There is no need for constant validation, no fear of being misunderstood. In this sanctuary of solitude, your inner fire burns brighter than ever, illuminating the life you were always meant to live. This is your awakening. Your life is a canvas, and each moment alone is a brush stroke of courage, clarity, and self-love. Freedom is not a distant prize, it is the daily act of honoring your own truth. Every step you take in solitude builds the strength to live fully, to dream audaciously, and to create a world that no one can define but you. So walk with your own fire blazing. Stand alone if necessary. Laugh, create, dream, and live boldly. The greatest act of love and courage is never abandoning yourself. Staying single, fully awake, is not loneliness. It is liberation, empowerment, and the ultimate freedom. Because in the end, the greatest act of love is not to abandon oneself. Life whispers this truth to those who have begun to awaken. The path may be solitary, but it is filled with clarity, courage, and an unshakable peace. Choose yourself and watch the world transform around you.